Trevent Hayes here, Kentucky Sports TV with standout Louisville Central High School wide receiver, Kentucky Wesleyan standout receiver, and now currently Jacksonville Jaguar wide receiver, Keelan Cole. Keelan, tell us a little bit about your experience and your playing days at Louisville Central.
Well, I mean, of course, I learned a lot from the coaches. If anything, that's what I learned the most. Even though they came from smaller schools, we had one coach come from, well, actually two coaches come from Louisville and stuff, so they had a lot to teach us. I felt like when we was practicing and stuff, it was more like a college practice anyways, like with the sprints and the conditioning and the way they coached us. I feel like I learned that a lot, and it really helped me throughout the years when I got to college.
You guys became a powerhouse at Louisville Central. You know, it's like we didn't hear anything about Louisville Central, then all of a sudden you're in the state finals every year, and you guys won it 3 years in a row, I think, 2 or 3 years in a row, and you were a part of those teams. Tell us how that experience was, being a Louisville high school, non-Trinity, non-St. X or Louisville male school, but coming down here to Bowling Green and winning the state championships.
Well, I mean, it was. I think, like, I put it more on the coaches, I should say, because, like I said, they coached us harder in practice than the game. So when the games came around, it was easy. They told us that every day. If we came to practice, then games would be easy. And I feel like that's how it was, regardless of who we was playing, if it was a 6A team or the 3A teams that we played in the playoffs. It was just, we trusted the coaches, and everything that we did in practice, we made sure that it was harder in the game. So that's just how we did it.
Okay, so from Louisville Central, you came here to Owensboro to play at Kentucky Wesleyan. Was there any other colleges that recruited you coming out of high school?
No, not. Well, they actually didn't recruit me. I actually walked on, so I didn't really get recruited by any colleges.
Walked on. So what was a determining factor to bring you to Owensboro to want to walk on at Kentucky Wesleyan?
Well, I actually had an uncle that worked at the school, so I kind of knew it based off my granny and my grandmother. They was telling me all about them and stuff like that. I was just like, okay. And then I called him, and he told me it was like a nice city, nice quiet city, and I was just trying to do anything to get out of Louisville, honestly. But I came in on a visit over the summer, and I liked everything. I knew it was real quiet, small school. Didn't really want to go to a big school or anything, and I felt like I had an opportunity to change something, so I came here and started from there.
From Louisville Central to Kentucky Wesleyan, walk-on, non-scholarship player. Saying you had a great career at Kentucky Wesleyan is definitely an understatement. But did you ever dream when you walked on campus at Kentucky Wesleyan that 4 years later you would be signing with the Jacksonville Jaguars in the NFL?
Actually, I always made it my goal. Like, even when it was out of sight, I always had that deep in my heart that I could do it. Because I mean, anything's possible, honestly, if you work. So everything I did, I made sure that I was doing it the right way. When I mean right way, it was just everything I was supposed to do, as in go to class on time, be there early, make sure I attended every class, make sure I at least tried my hardest on every test, make sure I studied for every test, regardless if it was an hour or two, you know, just make sure that every step I made throughout my day was leading up to great things happening in the future. That's just classwork wise. That's where it starts, honestly, because if you can't do class, then you really can't do football. So of course, when you go to football, it's more fun than anything. So just have fun in practice as you're learning and try your hardest every time, which is not really that hard if you think about it. Just giving your all. So I felt like doing those steps would eventually lead to it. It did eventually.
Okay, where were you when you got the call that Jacksonville was gonna give you a shot at the NFL?
Well, actually, I just got done with my graduation, and after the graduation, I went home just so I could watch the rest of the draft, and then I was watching pick by pick, listening to everything they were saying and stuff like that. And then after the draft, of course, I started getting calls and stuff, and my agent called me, and you know, when stuff like that happens so fast, it's a lot of us undrafted free agents that's out there, so you got to take the quickest, the best opportunity that you got. The Jaguars was the best one, so we took that. Glad to be a Jaguar now.
I was reading some articles about Jacksonville signing you as a free agent, comparing you maybe to Robinson, saying that you may be able to fill that spot as he did. How does that make you feel as a rookie coming in and going into camp?
Well, of course, Allen Robinson's a great receiver. Of course, he came in first 2 years and started doing what he had to do, and had some great stats and gained the coach's trust enough to in a second year with a contract. And I'm just really glad that I can come in behind him and hopefully learn from him and learn the things he did coming in off of college and just trying to get some wins, obviously.
What do you feel is your strongest point going into camp? What are some things that you feel that you have to offer the Jaguars?
Oh, I play football, as in special teams, holder, like whatever. Like I'm a receiver, of course, but if you put me anywhere in the field, I'm gonna do whatever you tell me to do, whenever, however. So.
We at Kentucky Sports TV are very fortunate and blessed to have the time to sit down and talk to you about your high school career, college career, and of course your new journey with the NFL. And we try to promote these kids to be the best they could be. There was a young man sitting here and he wanted to know, what do I need to do to be the next Keelan Cole? What are some things that you would tell him to help him along the way?
Just simply do what you're supposed to. Like, your parents are not going to lead you the wrong way. Teachers, professors not going to lead you the wrong way. I mean, of course, and surround yourself with good friends, whoever got the same goal as you, because of course they're not going to lead you in the wrong way because they're going to the same path. So just surround yourself with the right people and always listen to the right people. And you know the people to listen to because they're successful themselves.
Outside of your parents and coaches, is there anybody that played a major part in you becoming not the football player, but the young man that you've become?
Honestly, I was always around football and, of course, my parents and stuff. So just, I guess, the older alumni from college that I hung out with a lot, like, you know, they stick around and they come back and they give you lessons that they went through and they tell you, like, this is what I did, try not to do that. So I really take everything in that I see, like, somebody's mistake, and I try to not make those same mistakes. And if I do, then I learn from what they say.
And again, we are here this weekend covering 96-team basketball tournament, and I think a 23 to 2017 national 7-on-7 qualifier. And I think your friends are the owners of Diamond Sports, Marcus and Mr. Davis. Did those guys play any part of your success while you were here at KWC?
For sure. Like I said, those are one of the two of the alumni that stuck around the most around me because, of course, they train kids and stuff like that, and they trained me throughout the summer. So, of course, I learned everything that they told me, and I hung out with them the most, if you want to say, alumni-wise. And they're successful themselves. They know exactly what they want to do in life. They're obviously training a lot of people in DSP, and I still train with them to this day. And when I come back, I'll probably continue to train with them. So, of course, they for sure help me out a lot.
Right. And, you know, DSP has a program started here in Owensboro that's it's very unique. You know, you have training facilities all over the state that specialize in baseball, that specialize in basketball, that specialize in football. These guys can train you in whatever sport that you're playing. I think he said they started off with football and then they went to soccer. Now they have basketball, and they're looking to expand. How important do you think it is to have a company such as DSP in a town such as Owensboro?
Oh, it definitely helps because not many kids here are getting trained and getting mentors to tell them this ain't the right thing to do. So really, everything they do, they see on TV, which isn't always the greatest thing to see. So getting mentors like DeMarcus and TD, it really helps with DSP because, of course, it's a small city, and small city guys really, like I said, don't get the training. So them training you in every sport, any sport that you need, and there's not really that many sports here that's popular. So in all the sports that you would need with flexible time to train also helps. Again,
we really appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to come and sit down with us here at Kentucky Sports TV, and we wish you all the best wishes as you prepare to go to summer camp. We'll definitely be following you, and hopefully after your season next year, when we come back to Owensboro to do these things, we can catch back up with you and kind of look back at this interview and maybe see how your first year went. And if there's ever anything that we can do at Kentucky Sports TV to help you, or any of the things that you're involved with here in Owensboro or in Louisville, feel free to talk to us. But again, good luck, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you.